Let's go. This is Premier Sport.
It's okay. This is a strong Man U fan. Versus Zurich. A win for both, automatic qualify. A draw.
Good evening, sports fans. You're welcome to your favorite channel, Premier Sports Fan Center. It's another good day to talk about football, especially the biggest continental club competition in the old world. We're talking about the UEFA Champions League. It's match day 5, and we've seen a lot of surprises. Some heroes are beginning to emerge, while some other teams are beginning to see the heat and the weight of the Champions League. One of those teams that has been absent from the Champions League for about 20 years now is Newcastle, currently bottom of their table, away at the PSG Arena right there in Paris, Paris Saint-Germain. trying to see if luck can shine on them after they mustered a 4-1 win over the 2020 finalists. I'm not alone in the studio. I have with me a guest. In the course of the show, I will introduce him, and we're also talking about Man City, Leipzig, which Leipzig has already drawn the first blood already. My name is Afolayan Adeyemi. As we ride together, let's just enjoy today's match day 5 watch along show while you just let me go along with your favorite meal or maybe just that cup of tea or your favorite drink while we get right to it. My guest in the show today is the first time on the show. His name is Bidemi. Bidemi, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Bidemi is a football enthusiast, and we start today with the game. You know, Ediao named an unchanged starting 11 from the one that topped Chelsea 4-1 at the weekend, with 17 years old Miley retaining his place in the midfield, having impressed against the Blues. Our squad is ravaged by injuries, and the absence of key players such as Callum Wilson and Steven Botman means he has a very useful bench, with Indiweni and Utley and Parkinson having never played the Champions League before now. And Luis Enrique make 3 changes from the 5-2 League One win over Monaco last time out, with Pereira coming into the defense for Mukielele, meaning Hernandez slide across to the left back. Lee is in for Vitinha, while Kolomwani is pivot to Ramos up top, flanked by Dembele and Mbappe. Captain Makuresh is a big miss for the Parisians, out with an hamstring injury right there. So a quick reload of the formation of the guys today. It's good. It promises to be an exciting game so far. With Man City, Man City Man City actually starting with one of their consistent formations that they've been using for some time now. They started with a 4-1-4-1 formation with Ortega in goal. Ederson today has been rested. Walker, Akanji, Diaz, and Viador at the defense. Rodri playing in front of them, leaving Foden, Lewis Silva, Grealish, then they playing behind Erling Haaland. We've seen Man City play the 4-1-4-1 formation, and they've won at least, I think they've won 4 out of 4 in their first 4 games in the Champions League. Starting some of the uh, first team players on the bench, what statement do you think Guardiola is trying to make to the average football fan?
Thank you for having me on this show.
Mm.
Like I said, my name is Abidemi Aluko, and um, let me say from from this game,
Mm-hmm.
um, the way Man City is playing well, I and the third the striker in front there is
Haaland.
Alan. Yes, he's been on, I would
Fire.
say, fire. He's been on fire this season,
Yeah.
and well, let me say the injuries and like all of that. He has been on the field.
So, looking at this game now, Man City is down already. Do you see them coming back into this game?
Um, I I think they'll come back. They will be back in this game. See how they are. Let's see how Guardiola is going to
Respond,
make some changes into
the
with
full.
the passing and the accuracy. Let me say with the speed and accuracy they have, and let me even say this:
Mm.
their keeper not in the starting lineup, as you said. Well,
Their number one
their
goalkeeper.
number one goalkeeper, let me just say, I think the second one needs to make errors at times, but that is how. And even now, Leipzig and Man City always make errors this time. That's no communication from the back, and all that.
Okay. So here is the 19th minute of this encounter so far. It's been end-to-end stuff. Man City trying to take the game to Leipzig. We see the goalkeeper forced to commit an error, and he makes a quick throw into Viador. And Viador looks for who to pass the ball to, and straight to Grealish. Grealish tried to get past his marker, returns the ball back to Viador, and Viador plays it straight, I think, to Foden right there. And it seems Man City is trying to call out the Leipzig players. And Leipzig started with a 4-3-3 formation with Blaswich in goal, around Lukeba, Simanka, and Kloster at the defense. Shalga, Eidara, Seaward in the midfield, leaving Xavi Simons, Forsberg, and Openda, the goal scorer, at the center forward. So it's Leipzig 1, Man City 0 at the Etihad Stadium at the 20th minute of that encounter. Straight to the game between PSG and Newcastle. It's PSG trying to take the game to Newcastle, keeping Newcastle on the back foot so far in that encounter. And let's a quick reload of the starting formation. A quick reload of the starting formation at the Parc des Princes in PSG right there. We saw the attempt from the PSG attacker right there that was blocked. And PSG started with Donnarumma in goal. And it's Man City with a big chance with Erling Haaland, but he couldn't put enough weight behind that shot. Now look at that chance Haaland just missed. Do you think what do you think he could have done better there?
Well, Haaland always the is the like I say the man at the front of goal where he's trying
Yeah,
to
the top striker.
top striker,
Yeah.
yes, and he's trying to wow. They actually
That's
the
a yellow
referee
card for Ruben Diaz at the 21st minute of that encounter. The foul is on Openda. Oh, that was a high kick.
that's a nasty challenge. Ouch.
That was nasty.
Nasty by Ruben Diaz.
That's
He should
okay.
be careful. He should be careful.
Yeah, he should be careful. So PSG started with a 4-3-3 flat midfield formation with Donnarumma in goal, Hakimi on the right back, Skriniar and Pereira centre back pairing, and Hernandez left back. Ruiz, Ugarte and Lee plays in the midfield, and leaving Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, and Kolo Muani up front. And Newcastle also started with a 4-3-3 flat midfield formation with Nick Pope in goal, Livramento on the left, Shah, Lesles on the centre back pairing, Trippier on the right back, Miley, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joel Linton in the midfield, leaving Almiron, Gordon, and Isak up front. So it's 22nd minute in that encounter. It's PSG 0, Newcastle 0. It's PSG trying to attack with the ball, turning defense into attack. But that was a foul right there from Bruno Guimaraes. He has got himself into the books of the referee. He's now on a yellow card. He needs to be very, very careful. And looking at it, it's Joel Linton there. Looking at it, this was the starting 11. No, I think that would be a mistake from. I think that's Joel Linton. So let's see who committed that foul. Was it Joel Linton?
It was
Joel Linton. So
Linton.
I think they will correct that. It was Joel Linton that committed that foul. So
and not Lascelles.
Yeah, not Lascelles. So it's a quick free kick, and he plays that one in, but that attempt went way off target. It was a good attempt, but he couldn't bring his shot on target. That was Ousmane Dembele right there on his weaker foot. So it's still 0-0 at the Parc des Princes in the French capital, Paris Saint-Germain, right there. So it's goal kick to Newcastle in that encounter. Now, looking at the way it is, Newcastle is bottom of that table. PSG is second, behind Dortmund that has 7 points, PSG with 6 points. Then Newcastle has 4 points, behind I think Milan. I think Milan has 5 points. Now, looking at the way it is, do you see Newcastle surviving that group? Because, when you look at it, the group members, Dortmund was a Champions League finalist.
Yeah.
PSG was a Champions League finalist. Milan is the second most successful team in the UEFA Champions League. Now, do you see Newcastle getting out of the group stage to the knockout stages?
Well, I see Newcastle. That's a tough group for me.
Yeah, it was labeled the group of death actually.
With AC Milan, PSG, Dortmund, that is quite a tough group. So a tough group. I don't know how they can survive it. I see.
And that's a good dribble through the defense from the Newcastle player. He passed the ball and then there was a good shot from Amiron. And on the rebound, Alexander Isak scores. Oh my goodness, at the Parc des Princes. That is a shot up goal right now. I know the fans, the Parisians, the fans right there. Oh my goodness. They will just be looking at themselves in disbelief. Donnarumma has conceded at the Parc des Princes. It's Newcastle 1, PSG 0 in that counter. That was a swift move. Look at that move from, I think that was Gordon right there. Oh, Miley dribbled through the defense, pass to Amiron. Amiron plays that shot. And Alexander Isak was there for the rebound. That is a good goal. I don't think even VR will chop up that goal. That's a beautiful goal. That's a beautiful goal. Look at.
Oh, Donnarumma must have lost the ball.
No, Donnarumma couldn't hold the ball, so he had to parry. But Alexander Isak was at the right place at the right time. Wow. If it stays like this at the Parc des Princes, it spells danger for PSG. Who would have thought that PSG might be leaving the Champions League at the group stage, straight to the game in between Man City and Leicester? Leipzig. Grealish is currently down. It seems he's receiving treatment right there at the Etihad Stadium. Game has been halted. Let's see. Will he be able to go on? Oh, we can see Jeremy Doku, one of the signings of the season in the Premier League, warming up right there, is about to be introduced into that encounter in case Grealish does not continue. Grealish is up again. Let's see if he will still be able to continue playing. But it looks like he's okay. He's trying to walk off. But hey, we don't know if he will be able to continue, because sometimes these things are tricky. We don't want to pray for any concussion, because it seems like that injury is close to the head, around the head. That was a beautiful move from Miley, the 17 years old. Look at that move.
Very good player. Miley is a very good player.
Look at that pass.
Wow.
And it's just swift. Pass the ball to Amiron. Amiron plays the shot and a good rebound. So it's PSG 1-0 down. You can see Lee giving the players the moral booster they need. Come on, we need to do this. We need to do this for our fans. So it's PSG trying to take the ball to Newcastle right now. Passing from the midfield to attack. Don't forget, you can join the conversation. You can join this watch-along edition via our chat page and via the number on the screen. You can respond, send your comment. Tell us what you think about this game so far. Tell us, is Dembele that's crossing to the box? But the Newcastle defender was there to clear. And the backup shot from Ugarte was way off target, leaving it for Nick Pope to start up again for from the goal kick line. So back to the game between Man City and Leipzig. Oh, is Man City 1-0 down? It seems we are in for a day that away teams are there to pull up surprises, because a quick reel out of the scores so far, it's AC Milan that's 1-0 down at home to Dortmund. We have Barcelona playing nil-nil currently against FC Porto at the 28th minute of that encounter. Feyenoord is 1-0 down to Atletico de Madrid at home. Man City is also 1-0 down to Leipzig at home. And Newcastle is also 1-0 down to PSG is 1-0 down to Newcastle at home at the Parc des Princes. And Young Boys is the only team at home that is leading actually at this time. 1-0 against Red Star Belgrade, the team from Serbia. And earlier today we saw Lazio defeating Celtic 2-0. And Shakhtar defeating Antwerp 1-0. And it's now Young Boys just made it to against Red Star Belgrade. So, that was a beautiful chance that Lewis lost right there for Manchester City. Now, looking at Newcastle, Man City, 1-0 down at the Etihad, 30th minute of this encounter. What do you think Guardiola should think of doing right now to actually bring his lads back into this game?
Okay. Let's say Haaland will have to play as he will play forward, then they need Foden on the left wing. And so maybe try and switch. Okay. So try and switch the other side. Maybe in the second half, Doku will play on the right because of the injury to
but Grealish has continued playing. It seems he's okay now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 31st minute of that encounter in the game between AC Milan and Dortmund. Dortmund still leading 1-0. And the goal. Oh, that's a big chance for Man City. Pass the ball to Foden. Foden turns around the box, but he has been knocked out of the box, leaving a restart of the attack. But the ball has been intercepted. He intercepted a pass Rodri sent to Bernardo Silva. And oh my goodness, that's an offside against Openda. So the goal, Dortmund score was from the penalty spot. Funnily, AC Milan got their own penalty at the 6th minute, lost it. Dortmund got theirs at the 10th minute. Marco Reus converted it. So in football, you just have to take your chances. It's very, very, very important. So it's Man City playing around the box of Leipzig, passing the ball around, and it's Foden right there trying to run into the box, but it was blocked on the way to setting Erling Haaland on the loose right there. But it's game on in that encounter, back to safety for Leipzig, and straight to the game between PSG and Newcastle. It seems Newcastle is successfully taming the run of the Parisians. Is PSG on the attack right now with Dembele running into the box. He cuts and he plays a long one. But Nick Spock's right hand was strong right there to stop that one from going into the back of the net right now. So PSG restart from the throwing line. Throws the ball way back, set into the center circle. Placed with the center back pairing. Oh my goodness. It seems Newcastle is here to defend with their lives in that encounter. Straight to the game between Man City and Leipzig is Bernardo Silva trying to cut in, and the defender had to just intercept that one. Say, nowhere here. Let's continue. And that is Openda that's on the loose again. He's turning defense into attack. It's a one-on-one situation. He cuts the defender, plays it. Oh my goodness. It's 2-0. Openda just made it 2 for Leipzig. Oh my. Oh my. Surprising images we are getting from the Etihad Stadium Is Man City trailing at the 34th minute in that encounter, trailing at home at the Etihad Stadium, 2-0. Oh my goodness, to Leipzig. Openda with 2 goals. Oh my, Guardiola had to take water on that one. Oh my.
I think what happened there is the Man City backline, no communication from any of the defenders.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Look at
Poor
that.
poor marking. And
That
Akanji
was
was
poor
somewhere.
defending.
Akanji
from
is
Ruben
always
Dias.
on the nobody, not even Luis. Whoa.
Look at
Not
that. That
too
was a
good for
beautiful
Ruben Dias. Oh, and even Gabriel.
Very
Gabriel was always the last person. Nobody.
You know, Man City is playing high line, and they are trying to attack.
Gabriel wasn't, no communication from Gabriel and not even Ruben. Ruben Dias is always a good defender. Not even Haaland. Haaland sef, not see, and he saying he should calm down. Nothing about
So,
that.
at the Etihad Stadium, is Man City 2-0 down at this stage of the game. Well, not so good. And it's a big chance for Man City. But Haaland couldn't get his shot on target. Oh my goodness. Erling Haaland should be doing better from that
He
spot.
should do better, but he has to calm down.
Yeah, he needs to calm down.
He needs to calm down.
He needs to calm down. Look at that pass. And
I used to see he has been scoring goals for
in
the EPL. That's for
He
me.
was also the ISO scorer in the Champions League last season. The same Erling Haaland, so and he has been scoring this season too, but he needs to come to the party.
He has to calm down and try and get to score the goal.
So a quick update of the score so far. The 36th minute of that encounter, Man City is 2-0 down to Leipzig at the Etihad Stadium. And AC Milan is also 1-0 down at the 36th minute at the San Siro. Barcelona is currently playing a 1-1 against FC Porto at home. FC Barcelona is at home right there. We know. They conceded at the 30th minute from Pepe, and Cancelo equalized on the 32nd minute. So it's game on in that encounter at Barcelona. Well, Feyenoord is still 1-0 down at home to Atletico de Madrid. And Man City is also 2-0 down at home to Leipzig. And that's a free kick into the box. But that header couldn't go on target from Ruben Dias, the guy responsible for conceding that second goal. Well, he has not been performing very well today. He's been performing below par. I think Guardiola will have to do something about that, because Man City are beginning to ship in goals. They've now conceded a whooping 7 goals in 3 games so far, back to back. 4 goals against Chelsea, 1 goal against Liverpool, and now they've conceded 2 today. That's not so good for a team like Man City, the champions of the UEFA, the defending champions of the UEFA Champions League. So a quick update: AC Milan just equalized at the 38th minute of that encounter. AC Milan just equalized. AC Milan is back in that encounter. The goal was scored by the Nigerian international Samuel Chukwueze. Samuel Chukwueze, we remember, just moved from Villarreal in this summer to AC Milan. And so Chukwueze has scored that one in that game and brought AC Milan back into that encounter. So let's see if luck will shine on AC Milan if they can win this game, because the group is very tight, up close and personal up there in that group. It was labeled group of death. Well, it's living up to it, that you have to fight and struggle for you to qualify for the next round, which is the second round of the UEFA Champions League. Now, AC Milan is back. We see Newcastle leading now. As it stands, Dortmund, we have 8 points. If it ends like this, AC Milan we have 6 points. Newcastle, we have 7 points. And PSG, we have 6 points. If out of these 4 teams, if you are to predict, which 2 teams do you think will be making it through to the second round as it stands right now?
For me, for me, it will be, I think AC Milan may go through. Because AC Milan has that quality players like that of Samuel Chukwueze, as you said. Samuel Chukwueze is always a good player. He has been on form. Then we have Giroud, we have Pulisic also. But I guess AC Milan will go. AC Milan will try. And even let's say Man City.
Man City is not in the group. Okay. It's just PSG, Newcastle, Dortmund, and AC Milan.
Let's say I don't know about Newcastle, but they are trying to win the game, Well, I guess it's AC Milan and let's say Newcastle will go. Let us see.
Yeah, let's say indeed you can see one of the PSG players right there who is out injured, and one of those players they really miss today is Mercurius, one of their most experienced things going forward is Mercurius today, which is unavoidably absent. Well, it's still game on in that encounter between PSG and Newcastle. So far, so good for Newcastle. Not so good for PSG because PSG is 1-0 down at the Parc des Princes. Oh my goodness. And the worst part is Man City is currently having a bad day in the office because they're currently 2-0 down at home at the Etihad Stadium. Who would have thought that Man City would be 2-0 down playing at home? Oh my goodness. It's something that you will hardly want to say will happen. And you can join the live chat. Talk to us. Let us hear your view about the games going down at the UEFA Champions League right now. So it's still game on in all those encounters. I told you earlier that Lazio won at home 2-0 against Celtic. And we saw Shakhtar Donetsk play 1-0, win 1-0 at home against Royal Antwerp from Belgium, the Belgium champions right there. I think Royal Antwerp is officially out of the UEFA Champions League this season. So it's the 42nd minute in that encounter between Man City and Leipzig. It's Leipzig 2, Man City 0. And the game between PSG and Newcastle is Newcastle 1, leading 1-0 away at the Parc des Princes. This same Newcastle lost home and away to Dortmund. Football actually has a way of giving us the surprises of our lives. So the final game, the final group game of PSG will be away at Borussia Dortmund. It will be away at Borussia Dortmund, while the final game of Newcastle in this group stage of the UEFA Champions League will be at home to AC Milan. Let's see if football will serve us one meal that we'll not forget in a jiffy. It's Barcelona at home to FC Porto playing 1-1, and AC Milan for the third minute of that encounter 1-1. Leipzig leading Man City 2-0, and Atletico Madrid leading Feyenoord 1-0, and Young Boys leading 2-0 at home to Red Star Belgrade. And that's a long pass to Erling Haaland. He controls it, but hey, the defender was there to clear the danger. So he's throwing to Man City at the 43rd minute of this encounter. Leipzig has really defended well and has hit Man City on the counter. It's Ruben Dias with the ball. Looks for who to pass it to straight to Viador. Viador tries to turn, returns the ball to Dias, Diaz straight to Foden. Foden to Viador. Viador to Rodri. Rodri back to Viador. Viador straight to Diaz. Diaz straight to Foden to Viador back. And Viador tries to turn. He passes the ball to Rodri. Rodri moves with the ball. Looks how to pass it to, returns it to Viador. Viador returns it to Rodri. Playing a one-touch football right there. And he sets it forward to Foden. Foden passes it back to Rodri. Rodri straight to Viador. Let's see if Man City can actually score one goal in this first half to at least bring them back into this encounter. So it's Rodri who sets a pass to Akanji, and Akanji right there has been sold. A foul was sold to him, and he run right through to it, and it's foul in favor of Leipzig against Manchester City towards the dying embers of the first half.
That's a nasty challenge.
That's a really nasty
challenge from Akanji. That's not so good at all.
Yeah, that's not so
Always
good.
the best defender.
And you just have to give it to Akanji. It's brilliant.
Yeah, very good as a good defender. Whoa, not so good. This is not looking good for Man City.
And Man City right there just considered a corner kick to this. Openda has been a tormentor in chief of the Man City defense.
Openda is really a good player so far.
So far, he's having one of the games of his life.
Wow.
Right there. So Leipzig having a corner at the 45th minute of that encounter. Let's see if Lightning will strike the third time at the Etihad Stadium. Let's see, Xavi Simons plays it in. Oh, but I couldn't pick any of his teammates. But that was a header out by Viador. Viador facing his former teammates. He's just looking at himself in disbelief. It's another corner kick again to Manchester City. It's another corner kick to Man City in this encounter. To Leipzig, sorry, thank you. It's another corner kick to Leipzig. Let's see if they will make it 3 from this.
This is not. I know Leipzig are doing all the defending.
And that was a quick one played into the box, but it was cleared. It was cleared for another corner. The top striker there is the one defending right there.
Alan is the one doing all the work to keep it out.
So it's corner kick. It was taken fast. A quick 1-2, pass the ball to Forsberg. Forsberg cross it in, and that was a good defending from Rodri. Rodri heading the ball out there and straight for another corner kick to Leipzig. We have 4 minutes additional time in the game between Man City and Leipzig. 4 minutes to see if Man City can come back into this game. And PSG against Newcastle, we have 3 additional minutes already in the first minute of additional time. Newcastle leading that one goal to nil. As Man City has just cleared the lines, and it's offside against Leipzig for Man City. Now, looking at the way this game is moving, 2-0 down, Man City. Do you see them coming back into this game?
I see them coming back. And Guardiola has to find the magic out of this. How to find the magic out of this game. And he needs maybe a Jeremy Doku, or they can remove. I know Foden is always the best player. That's fantastic. And then, and they have to bring Bernardo Silva in. Wow, Alan had to score there, but he's trying.
Yeah, Alan had a big chance right there. He had a big chance right there, but he couldn't. He had a big chance right there. It seems to have a call right there. We have a... Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How do you do?
I'm fine. If I'm not mistaken, this is one of my culprit. They are currently in Abuja for you guys, the viewers, to cover the game between Nigeria and Cape Verde, the female African Cup of Nations qualifiers. And you'll be getting hot on ground update on Thursday, 4 p.m. to be precise. So you can join us. Mr. Solomon.
Yeah, how do you do?
I'm fine, I'm fine. So how is Abuja today?
Abuja is fine, and we are enjoying the state. We just finished up from the stadium. After the Super Falcons had the light training this evening, so we just and we were able to interview some of the players, and we'll be bringing them to you later very soon.
Okay. Yeah. With what is on ground, can you update us on the level of the preparedness of the Super Falcons for that encounter?
Yeah, the Super Falcons are prepared. They are really ready for the match on Thursday. And with the absence of Shona, the Babola, who is not present because of some club engagements. I think that's the only people. But the spirit in the camp is very high. We saw Ajibade, and in fact, and the rest of them, they were so excited, happy to be back again home to play for their own beloved country.
Yeah, and we saw the poor showing of the Super Falcons at the last African Cup of Nations. Do you see any signs that there is improvement in the team right there in Abuja from the training sections you've seen so far?
Yeah, there are a lot of improvement there. There's a lot of improvement in the Super Falcons. They are ready to do their country proud. I think they missed last one, but I think they don't want to miss this one. But I know it's going to be very, very difficult because a lot of African nations have actually risen up when it comes to female football, and that is why it's going to look difficult for the Super Falcons. If they really want to win it, they really have to up their game. But we can see the spirit in the camp today is so high, and it shows that they're actually ready to win this time around.
Yeah, the spirit, you heard it right there, that the spirit is high in the camp of the Super Falcons. So you should expect nothing less than just pummeling, serious pummeling for Cape Verde. Because, like some Igbo people will say, Okika should get size and Okika get quality. Now, straight to the UEFA Champions League. We've seen Man City going down 2-0 at the Etihad Stadium, right there, Mr. Solomon. And you see that many fans are just in disbelief. Do you think Man City can actually come back in that encounter?
This is the Etihad, and for this 23 match on 23 or 24 match unbeaten. Yeah. Let me say 23 match unbeaten, 23 winning match for Manchester City. And right here, if Red Bull Leipzig will be the one to break that one, they're going to make a name for themselves. And I just want to commend the scorer Luis of Enda from Belgium, 23 years old, who scored a brace against Manchester City. He made it so easy. The goal, where he scored the goal, so easy, so brilliant, tactical. That is what we call excellent finishing. And he has actually written his name in gold. And a lot of people with eyes will go upon him, a lot of scouts will go upon him because you can only get that kind of goal from a superstar.
Yeah, you can only get that kind of a goal from the superstar. You heard it right there. Exciting moments at the Etihad Stadium, but it won't be so exciting for the Manchester City fans. Some will call them noisy neighbors, but it seems they are no longer the noisy neighbors because they are the defending champions of the main 3 trophies that is sorted after by all clubs and all the big name clubs in the Premier League. They are the defending champion of the Champions League, the Premier League, and also the English FA Cup right there. So, Solomon, let's talk about Paris Newcastle. Paris PSG Newcastle. Surprising result in the first half so far. You know, even you, I don't think you gave Newcastle a chance, Mr. Solomon.
No, I actually gave Newcastle a chance. I talk sport, go and listen. I said Newcastle will do something because when you said if they lose this match against PSG, they are out. And I said Newcastle will not want to lose this match. They will not want to leave the Champions League because it has been their dream all along. And here they are in the Champions League. They will not just want to go like that. They will not want to go without a fight. And that's what we are seeing. But it's not over yet. A greeting to Ishak who scored that goal. We saw him against Chelsea. I think he scored a brace. He scored against Chelsea. And here in the Champions League, he's scoring again from assist from Amiron in the 24th minute. That is brilliant for him. In fact, that is another striker. A lot of people are underrated.
He's a forward. He's not a striker. He's just a forward. When you look at the move right there from Miley, the 17 years old midfielder that was just brought into the squad due to injury, the depth of the injuries that hit that Newcastle squad. Look at that movement into the box and he said that pass. Isn't that pass so sweet, worthy of winning the game?
Of course, the sweet pass, the clever everyone. That's where you get excellent play. So it is about connection. When you have players who know where to place the ball at the right time, you always get the victory. That's what we saw in this very encounter. But I want to salute Newcastle, but I know it's not over yet. They are in the homes of PSG. And even in the match between Manchester City versus Leipzig, it's not over yet. We know what Manchester City can do. They can come back in the second half and change the face of the game. So it's not over yet. So Newcastle need to up their game and up their defense. And otherwise, PSG will be very, very hungry. But because looking at the standing right now, the stand for the side of the Newcastle, it is Newcastle who is second. If it ends like this, Dortmund still leading 8 points. If it ends like this, because Dortmund 2 are playing, they are having 8 points. Newcastle having 7 points. PSG, if it ends like this, having 6 points, and AC Milan also having 6 points. So it is not over yet. That group is still open. Then if we talk about the Manchester City group, we see that it is also open because right now Manchester City is standing 12 points and Leeds is standing 12.2.
The group of Man City is not open. The only thing that is open is who will top the group. Because it's confirmed already that
12 points at least right now if it ends like this. So it's good to go for Manchester City and to go for Red Bull Leipzig. So so they're both qualified. So Young Boy and Red Brigade, I think it is supposed to law case for them. So it is the other group that is open. That's the Young Boys and
PSG. And
Yeah,
Barcelona playing 1-1 at halftime. They considered that goal. They had to come back early. Don't you think Barcelona is playing with fire at this stage of the UEFA Champions League?
Yeah. Like the last time in our podcast when we were talking, I told you that I don't see Barcelona winning against them, Rayo Vallecano, and my prediction actually came true, and it ended 1-1. And I also said Rayo Vallecano winning either half, and it also came true. And you see, what is shown, what it means is that it's like Barcelona gradually losing bites when it comes to football. Not like Barcelona will not do this, but it is somehow they normally pick and drop. But kudos to Cancelo, and Pedri that had that good combination and got that goal. And another goal for Porto came through Pepe at the 30th minute. Well, it's still open yet. It's not over yet, but I think Barcelona overturning this affair. I see Barcelona winning this match today.
Yeah, right there. You can hear it right there. And before I let you go, Mr. Solomon, Samuel Chukwueze scored the equalizer for AC Milan. How big is that goal for the newfound club of the young man?
Yeah. That is actually going to boost his morale. It's going to boost his morale. Though in the recent matches they played, he was absent due to injury, and but here he is. He has actually he just resumed the last match after the injury. This is the second match he's playing, and for him to score a goal, that means He has actually registered his name, and it's good for his confidence for him to continue getting goal for AC Milan.
Yeah, that's a good one for Samuel Chukwueze right there. It seems Shegun is right there with you. Uh, can I just talk to him for a little bit too, not to
All right.
exhaust your opinion on this show right now?
Yemi, good evening. How are you?
Shegun, uh, have you been encountering some mosquito right there in Abuja,
Well,
or the
I
place has
don't,
been fumigated very
I don't know what you are trying to say. I only came here for football.
well?
So let's just keep the discussion based on football alone.
Okay, yeah, it's football, but mosquito do affect players too, right there. So
I don't know where you're taking it to.
So first off, Newcastle, a lot of us most likely ruled out Newcastle's chances of taking one away at PSG. Are you surprised with the result so far? The first half
Yeah,
result.
I'm really surprised at the result between PSG and Newcastle. Newcastle taking that lead through the big man talking about Alexander Isak. When he was injured, how much they actually missed him. It was just unfortunate for Chelsea that young man came. He will return against Chelsea and got that goal. So what a better way for you to get back in form of your life? And these are the kind of games you actually want to play against, playing against PSG right there in Paris and getting a goal from Newcastle against them all. I remember saying it on the program that I don't really see Newcastle going to PSG to get a victory over PSG. But here they are, 45 minutes away from getting that victory. And should they take this victory, it will look like likely they might be sending, what's it called? They might be sending PSG to Europa League. And, since they've been looking for European competition victory, probably they will have to take the Europa League this season, and it might just be a solace for them.
Yeah, it might be a solace for them indeed. Because looking at the way it's going, it seems this group is going to be one heck of a group that we want to see what will happen at the final group game. If it ends like this, PSG will have only one hope. They will be condemned to win at Borussia Dortmund, and Newcastle will be playing at home to AC Milan. So, if I'm asking you to predict, what do you think? Which two teams do you think will make it out of this group, based on
The
what
end
has
of this
happened
game,
so far?
the end of this match, talking about the game between PSG and Newcastle justifies what happens in that group. Should Newcastle take this unlikely victory over PSG right there in France, then it will put Newcastle in a better position to make it through to the second round. I don't see what's it called, AC Milan defeating Newcastle on the last day, and it is going to be really be a big one between PSG and Borussia Dortmund. So if this game ends this way and Newcastle take a victory over PSG today, then probably we might just be seeing Dortmund and Newcastle make it through to this round of 16, while PSG drops to the Europa League.
Wow, PSG dropping to the Europa League.
Well, they are still a team in process. So that is one thing we need to actually
Consider,
say
yeah.
about PSG. It's still a team in the process. So I think they've signed a lot of new players. They know the issue about with what's it called with the big man Kylian Mbappe staying or going is one thing that's still really affecting the team. At the start of the season, Kylian Mbappe was not in the starting 11 for PSG. They had to just bring him back when things were not going right for them. And don't forget, they just got a new coach, Luis Enrique, at the beginning of the season. And you know the kind of coach Luis Enrique is. Even when Chelsea interviewed him, it was about he needed time for him to be able to impute his pattern of play or his philosophy of play. And it's just one season right there at at PSG. So probably it's one of those coaches that needs more time to be able to impute or implement his philosophy into his team. So let's say PSG will be keeping confidence in that Spaniard. When it comes to big coaches, Luis Enrique is not one of those small coaches. He's one of the very best when it comes to the game of football. So let's say even if they move to the Europa League, let's say they'll be keeping, they'll be having confidence in him to steal their wheels next season.
Yeah, you just you nailed it right there, Shagu. Just a moment. Let me bring Bidemi into this conversation. Bidemi, Man City is about to restart. We saw their performance in the first half. What if you are Guardiola at this point? Looking at the way the first half went, what are those things you will change? Will you increase the bodies up front? What are the tactical approach you will bring to play?
Hmm. Okay. Like like going to bring in Ake.
Yeah, there's
In
a substitution right there. Oh, Ruben Diaz has had a terrible first half.
the
And
first half that
Guardiola has substituted him for Nathan Ake
Nathan
at the
Ake,
halftime.
yes.
So, you can continue.
Let's see how it will go. Um, let's see how the game will be. Let's see how Man City will be able to score from 2 goals down. They will be able to, and we'll see how their momentum is ready up and running.
Yeah, so you said it right there. And Shegun, let me ask you, looking at the way Man City has collapsed in the first half, what do you think Guardiola should be doing right now to at least salvage their home unbeaten run so far?
Well, I think one of the best things he could have done is that substitution he has just made. Removing Ruben
Ruben
Diaz
Diaz.
and bringing in Nathan Ake into that defense. Ruben Diaz has had a bad first half. That pairing between him and Akonji was not working in the first half, and it's just about them losing to that young man, Luis Openda.
Openda.
You
Yeah.
remember he scored the only goal for Leipzig in the first leg against Manchester City, and here again he has gotten 2 goals against Manchester City. So he's one big man player for RB Leipzig that they need to watch out for in this encounter. He's a very good replacement for the Chelsea born player, Chelsea new player. Talking about Christopher Nkunku, he has really replaced him very well in the Leipzig squad. I'm talking about Manchester City right now. I think they need to bring in Doku into this game. Grealish has been looking absent in this game. And when you look at the way Manchester City really plays, they need their wingers to get into this game. And you're playing against the Leipzig team that, when it comes to defending, they are upright. And when it comes to attacking, they must attack you with every might. And that is why Manchester City could lose out to 2 counter-attack against them. When you look at that second goal,
And it's Alexander, second, hold on right there. It's Alexander Isak with a big chance right there. And he couldn't muster a good chance out of that. His Man City also on the attack. He plays it towards Bernardo Silva, but he was dispossessed at the defense side there, leaving Leipzig to go on a counter. Leipzig really passed the ball to Openda, but it was blocked by Nathan Ake and pass the ball to Rodri right there. Shegun, your thoughts? You can continue with your thoughts right there.
Okay, so right now I think he needs to make another substitution. That looks like it has to be Jack Grealish. He has really looked absent in this game for me. So I expect from now on, before the 60th minute, I expect Guardiola to be taking the Englishman out. You need to replace him with Jeremy Doku. If you're sure you want to get this victory. But there's nothing to fear from Pep Guardiola and his boys, because coming into this game already, their qualification for round of 16 was already assured. So I think probably that is why it's keeping it easy. I just RB Leipzig in this encounter. And but even if there's still a place, you're still fighting for top spot in the group stage, so you can get easy team when it comes to the round of 16. So I think let's see if Manchester City will be coming back in this game. It's Manchester City, it is Pep Guardiola's boys, and you can't just write them out of the game. That is something. That is one thing they bring to the game of football.
Yeah, of course, you can't write them off in the game. It's the 40th minute in that encounter with Man City turning defense to attack with Rodri with the ball. He passes the ball to Akanji. Akanji finds Rodri back. He passes to Foden up to Viador. Viador tries to set it to Grealish. Grealish tries to take on the Leipzig defender. Pass the ball to Rodri. Rodri holds the ball and looking for who to pass it to. It's funny enough that Rodri was about to forget the ball behind him right there, but it's game on in that encounter. Straight pass to Lewis. Lewis finds Grealish at the edge of the box. Inside the box right there, but Grealish couldn't go past his marker, but he had to go back outside the box right there. with Vialdo passed the ball to Foden. Foden tried to find the 1-2 with Lewis, but it was intercepted right there. And Akanji tries to mark him out, forcing a foul out of him right there. Straight to the game in PSG Newcastle. PSG Newcastle, and that was a throw-in from Nick Pope to straight to Kieran Trippier. Trippier tries to find Almiron right there, but he couldn't. And but it was he won a throw-in to Newcastle at the 49th minute of that encounter. Now, Bidemi, talking about Paris Newcastle game, we've seen what has gone down so far in that encounter. Now, if you were to be the coach, what would you be doing at least for PSG to salvage a point in this game?
For me, PSG is a very good game, very good team.
Yeah.
And they have stars like Mbappe,
Ousmane Dembele
and Colombo.
And it's Gordon on the attack for Newcastle. He tries to dribble past Hakimi, but Hakimi says, no way, bro. This place, you can't dribble easily right there. And it's Skriniar, the guy that came from Inter Milan in the summer. Yeah, he defended it right there, leaving it a throw-in. Was it a throw-in?
Yes,
I think that would be a free kick. Okay, it's a throw-in to Newcastle at the 50th minute of that encounter. Shegun, straight to you right there. Before I talk to Mr. Solomon right there, Shegun, PSG Newcastle, it's a restart already. And looking at the way the game is going, it doesn't look like PSG is going to come back into this game in anytime soon.
You know, when you talk about PSG, just like you talking about Manchester City also, when you have that big man talking about Kylian Mbappe up front, you know, there are so many things that young man can do in the game of football.
Yeah.
Within a twinkle of an eye, he can just get the equalizer, and before you know it, is on an hat-trick in a game of football. So that is one big factor you can't write on PSG of a game of football. Not only Newcastle are living away from home, they are making it look like the first victory over PSG was a complete. And right now, should they get another victory, you know, this group is actually looking very much open. When you look at how the stands right now, every one of the four of them, you know, will go down to the wire. They knowing fully well that they can still make it to the round of 16. If everything else is way, Dortmund will still be top in the group with 8 points. Newcastle will be on second with 7 points. PSG will be third with 6 points. With AC Milan will be fourth with 6 points. So this group might just be going down to the wire on the last day. And you know, any of these 4 teams can still make it to the round of 16. So I don't want to write out anybody right now. He's living up to his business. You know, coming into the UEFA Champions League, everybody predicted the group F as the group of death. And he's living up to that expectation right now.
He's living up to expectation right there. We can see on our screens right here that Jeremy Doku is about to come on, and Julian Alvarez. We can see them standing right.
I think you need to change that name. That fan name you gave to Solomon. You need to change it from Solomon to my name right now. But Solomon has always proven to be a wrong gaffer. When I predict substitutions, it's happened the right way for me. So you know, when you see the way Jack Grealish has played in the first half, he has been playing like someone who has been heavy. Probably he went to the pub yesterday and not won too many alcohols. I can't really say that about him. But looking at the game, this is not the kind of performance we expect from a big player like Jack Grealish. He hasn't come into this game, and Manchester City actually need a player that that can bring in that presence, that can drag players to himself to open up space for the midfielders like Foden and Bernardo Silva and Alan up front to get amongst the goal scorers. Yeah. When you look at the first half, Alan has actually been isolated up front. He hasn't really been fed with so many goal scoring opportunities like he used to feel whenever he's playing with Jeremy Doku. When we all know how big of a dribbler Jeremy Doku is, he's capable of making 2 players to himself. And he beat his man at ease. So I think it's a very good substitution. when you look at the Argentine whiskey, I'm talking about
Yeah, and the substitution
Alvarez.
is happening already. Greenish is already out
Yeah,
of the
British
team for
British
Jeremy Doku. And
Yeah.
let's say, I think it will be Lewis that will be
No,
coming.
I don't see. Let's see if that's
coming
going to be Lewis for.
Okay, it's
No, it's
Walker.
Walker. That means Lewis will be going back to right back in the counter.
Yeah,
Looking at the Guardiola is playing an all attacking game against RB Leipzig now. He's going God blazing for the next 37 minutes of the counter. We try and see if he can get him.
And do you think with this substitution, Man City can actually win?
And look at that!
And look at that!
That is how you do it.
Less than a minute to the substitution, Erling Haaland already scored one. Let's see if VR won't chop that one off.
I don't think there will be a VR chopping that off. That was a good movement there from what's it called? That's Julian Alvarez with that midfield. That is with that power. That is an immediate impact for that young man there. Look at that movement.
Oh, that's onside.
That's not an offside. That's not an offside. He's offside. He's offside.
Yeah.
And you know that's what you get from that's Sporting with that pass to what's it called? Erling Haaland there. What a big finish there from the big Norwegian. And that is what you get from Erling Haaland.
You don't sleep when Haaland is playing against you. You don't sleep.
Yeah, you don't sleep, and that is the big response there. 53rd minutes, and that is.
And he's saying Midoku also in the box. He cuts him, plays that one, but he was cleared out. Yeah. Now you have you raised a point in the court of Premier Sports Fan Center that you should be the one that should be called the gaffer. So let me talk to Mr. Solomon. Is he right there with you?
Yeah, I'm here. You want to steal my title? You know, the title given to me free of charge by Yamite himself. You know, the title that I'm proud of. You know, you want to steal it because he just predicted that they would put people. And everybody knows what double that was going to win. Because all of us knew very well that Grealish not playing as he is supposed to play. And everybody knows the bite. Everybody knows the bite Doku will bring. And because he predicted Doku to come in, I want to team my title. Only guy wants to deny that this is talking about prediction. If you look at prediction and the chief predictor, you know, what I this is, it happens most times. Out of 100, I get 8 when I predict 8.
Wow. You don't mean it, the gaffer.
No, you might confirm it. Am I right or wrong?
We will need data to back up the argument, and that data is not available right now.
Okay. Tell your viewers to go and watch our record and hear what we have been doing.
You heard it right there. He said you should go and check some of our previous recordings that you will see a whole lot to defend their take on it. You know, we can actually add it the gaffer A and gaffer B, and we solve that argument.
Nothing like gaffer A, nothing like gaffer B.
All right. Now looking at it, Mr. Solomon, Man City is substitution, and the game is Man City is back in the game. Now, do you see Man City winning this game from this point to the 57th minute of that encounter?
You know, we have seen this. We've seen from this substitution, we've seen that Manchester City actually want to win this match. Initially, I was thinking probably because they felt that they have already qualified and they have nothing to lose. That was why they were playing like that in the first half. But to me, I feel that they have an integrity to maintain. That is, by keeping their record, that is, you know, in Etihad, so number of games have been played, and Manchester remain unbeaten at home. You know, I think it's a thing of pride that they need to protect with all the integrity. So they don't need to slack, because let them hold that record, because as it stands now, they are close in breaking that record. So the last set in 1892, you know, of competing at home. The women's straight win at home, 24 win at home. You know, and Manchester City is 23. So I expected them to try to get that record, you know, not to slack for Liverpool to beat them. But in this competition now, I can see the spirit that they are working, and Manchester City, you can't take it away from them. Yeah, it is that spirit. We know them. So
Yeah.
anything can happen. When you say a quick response to the substitution, try to tell you that, my brother, it's not over yet too.
There's fire on the mountain for Leipzig right there. So straight to the game at the Parc des Princes. PSG still 1-0 down at the 59th minute of that encounter. Should we start thinking of maybe they might not find their way back in that encounter?
No. We can't start thinking like that now. You are playing against PSG, and anything can happen in this football. But to me, you just have to score against PSG, against all odds. A lot of people don't expect that. A lot of people were expecting a whitewash of Newcastle. A lot of people were expecting a revenge from PSG in this match. So to what what Newcastle did to PSG. A lot of people were expecting a revenge mission. But with what is happening now, I don't think PSG can flog Newcastle 4-1. I think it was 4-1 in Newcastle, right?
Yeah, it was 4-1.
Yeah, it was 4-1. So I don't think they can get 4-1 here the way it's going. They're already 1-0 down. So,
and a quick update. Skriniar just got a yellow card actually on that harsh tackle on Anthony Gordon. So that means one of their centre back right now is already on a yellow card, and that's not good. It's so good for PSG because it will reduce the marking venom in Skriniar, and so it's a double substitution while Newcastle wait to take that free kick. And they have one free kick taker that is good at it, Karen Trippier. He's standing beside that one right there at the 60th minute of that game in PSG at the Parc des Princes. It stands right there. Let's see, what can he do? He plays it! Oh, and it was deflected off that wall. If not for that wall, we would have been looking at it. Maybe it would be a second goal in favor of Newcastle. So it's corner kick to Newcastle at the 61st minute of that encounter. Also, Man City just played in their own corner kick, but it was saved, nodded out by the PSG Leipzig player easily. Straight to Newcastle. Karen Trippier stands behind the corner kick, rolls the ball around the corner piece, and looking for who to cross the ball to. He helps his waist and takes it into the box. Can the Newcastle player connect this one? Oh, it's an infringement against Newcastle, and it's free kick to Newcastle, to PSG at the 62nd minute of that encounter. So we are here to see a substitution. Ugarte running off the field for Vitinha. Vitinha coming in for Ugarte. And the second substitution on our visuals right here is Bakola coming in for Kolomwani. And Shegun right there, you know Bakola to some extent. And talking about Bakola, the guy that came from Lyon, we saw some other big clubs trying to tail him down to at least pen down signature with them.
especially your Chelsea team.
Yeah, especially your Chelsea too. All right. So, looking at the way it is right there, do you see Bakola doing something spectacular in that encounter to bring PSG back into the game?
Looking at the standard at which I rate Bakula right from the time he was at Olympic Lyon, he hasn't really lived up to that expectations at PSG. He's still a young man at the age of 20, so he's still upcoming in the game of football. This might just not just be it, but when it comes to the game of football, he's one of the most talented young players. So there's magic in that young man foot. So let's see what they will bring into this game for.
And that's a big chance for PSG. He caught in and placed it into the box, but it was well cleared by Newcastle, leaving it for a throw into PSG at the 63rd minute of that encounter. Shegun, you can continue.
So you look at the players they brought into this game. So let's see what he'll bring into that game for PSG. I think it's very much important for Newcastle to go all out and see if they can just get that competition goal again in this game.
Because if you're not getting the second goal, it's like for the next 30 minutes, minimum of 30 minutes in this game, it might just be a tough one for them. They need to get that second goal if they are certain they want to take this victory against PSG. But when you look at the ball possession, it has been PSG who has been the better side, 63% of ball possession, while Newcastle have been reduced to just 37% of the ball possession. It shows how PSG has dominated them. Goal attempt of 16 for PSG and just 4 from Newcastle. For how long can they soak pressure? For how long can they defend against PSG? It's a big question. But when you look at the attacking threat of PSG in this game, the experience in these players and what they can do in this game, it's just better for Newcastle to get that second goal any moment from now.
Yeah, they need to start taking the game to PSG if they are going to survive at the Parc des Princes. A quick update about what is going on so far, the 64th minute of that game. Dortmund has actually taken the lead, leading AC Milan right there 2-1 at the San Siro. Now,
they might just be the first team that will be getting their confirmation of qualifying from that group. And Barcelona also 2 goals against one.
Yeah, against
FC Porto. They've gotten their second goal. So don't just be a hater of Barcelona. Give them their flowers.
I'm not an hater of FC Barcelona. Joao Felix scoring that second goal at the Estadio Olimpico right there, where Barcelona is playing their home games. And Atletico Madrid has made it 2 against Feyenoord. It's Atletico Madrid 2, Feyenoord 0. The 2 goals were scored by Gertruida and Emuso in that encounter. And Man City has now scored 1, so it's Leipzig leading at the Etihad Stadium 2-1 in that encounter. Also, Newcastle is still leading 1-0, and PSG just had a big chance saved right there. Oh, Bakola couldn't get his attempt on target. It was deflected off for a corner kick. It seems this substitution, Bidemi, is beginning to pay off for PSG because the attack has really improved well for some few minutes.
They have.
Yeah. So it's a corner kick right there for PSG, but I think there will be a retake. And looking at it, Shagun, we spoke about Bakola, and it seems substitution came on, and PSG has really improved going forward.
Yeah, it's not like they've been looking bad from the first half of the year. I mean, when you look at the ball possession, it shows how much they've just been the better side. But just like sometimes it's not really about possession, or it's not really about you possessing the game. Like I do say on the program, it's about you. The end product is what matters most. You scoring, you utilizing every chance you made in the game of football. When you look at it, when you have 16 shots on goal, you can't just put one at the back of the net. It shows how poor Newcastle. It shows how poor PSG has been in this game. And when you look at Newcastle's attempt, it's just five goals on 5 goals attempt, just 2 shots on target, and they're able to score one. It shows how they can be in front of goal. So just about PSG trying to utilize one of those chances, they need to score a goal against Newcastle if they want to get this game. And when you look at Newcastle defense, when you look at the way Newcastle sets out to play, it's one of the dogged defenders we can ever think of facing off. The defensive pairing of Lactose and Ska, it's always a hard one to beat. And when you have the right back like Trippier, it's always a big one, a tough one to actually beat. Because you don't know which one you want to try. Are you trying to cross it? Are you trying to beat them one-on-one? They are always a hard knot for anything to beat. So I think PSG will be depending on the magic of that young man, Kylian Mbappe. He's the World Cup winner their first year, even though he's a young man. And they will be banking on him to see if he can get them back into the counter against Newcastle. I want to see Newcastle taking this victory because against all of us, I want to see Newcastle in the reference thing to show that what they've actually been trying to do since last season with every all coming into this team. Nobody ever gives them the chance, so I really want to see them in the round of 16 and some of this prize package and see how far they can go in this competition. PSG should move on to the Europa League and try and see if they can win the Europa League. Since the Champions League is looking like a big one for them and you can't win. Even when they had the big man talking about one of the greatest of all
And
time.
it seems that there will be a potential penalty check in the game between PSG and Newcastle right there, with the PSG player protesting towards the referee. Now the referee is with the ball talking to the video assistant referee right there. Let's see, they says it's no penalty, that is game on in that encounter. So it's still Newcastle leading away in the Parc des Princes. They said it's not a foul. And looking at it, and Man City just made it too.
Yeah, the young man. Feel Foden with a second goal for Manchester City in this game. Yeah, I mean, you need to give me my flowers whenever I talk football, whenever I predict football, whenever I tell you what's going to happen in the game of football. You need to give me my flowers. I told you, just bring in Doku, and that midfield is going to open. Look at that goal.
Look at that goal. Look at that pass to Foden. Go back to his marker and slot it in. That's a beautiful finish. You don't get it better. You don't get it better.
That first touch was the goal.
Yeah, the first touch.
There from Foden.
And just placed it.
And took it to the side and took a spot. That is how you get back into the game. The game that was looking lost for Manchester City is having Manchester City back in the game right now. 2-2 as it stands right now. I will fancy Manchester City taking a victory in this encounter.
Yeah, 2-2. 2-2 right now, the 71st minute in the encounter in the game between Man City and Leipzig. Truly, you cannot write off Man City in any game of football right here, because we have the defending champions of this competition. They won it, but they won it in style, going along with a treble right there. The last team to do that in England was Manchester United in 1999. Look at that gap. That's about 23 years ago or thereabout. 22, 23 years ago thereabout. So it's a team that you cannot write off any point in time of the game. So it's game on in that encounter. It's Leipzig turning defense to attack. With the attacker with the ball, he looks for space. He plays the shot. But that was easy save from Ortega, punching it out for a corner kick to Leipzig. And we have Xavi Simon down there looking injured. Now, Man City is back in this game, Bidemi. Do you see Man City now taking this game, winning this game? Or you see it as it's going to stay right there 2-2?
Well, I see Man City fighting back. Well, Man City is going to win it at the end of the day. But I can see that Man City is fighting back. So, yeah, at least they played a good game. So, they are really up to their game now.
Yeah, they've really upped their game right there. You can hear it from Bide Michego. Up next is Man City trying to get the winning goal. Do you see that happening?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Manchester City in this kind of situations before. I will see them, get some victory out of this type of situation. Not the first time. Not the first time these guys are playing under pressure and they'll get the result done. After just of the third minute, this is Manchester City can score 2 goals with the counter. Don't forget that big man is still up front there. There's still Ellis Haaland there that can get those goals. He's that Foden here, but you have a because Bernardo Silva and the Jeremy Doku is looking very fresh in this encounter. Those are players that can get the goals back anytime for Manchester City. And I'll pass Manchester City get more goals in this encounter. It's looking like a game Manchester City is going to win. And I'll really force Alvin with the coach here. That competition is the strong defender was not.
And that's a good chance for PSG right there, plays the shot, but it was blocked by the Newcastle defense. It's still PSG trying to attack, trying to get the goal here at the Parc des Princes. Pass a swift 1-2 to Mbappe. Mbappe looks over to pass it to but 3 men staying on him. He couldn't pick his teammate right there to pass the ball to. So it's a reset and a good clearance from the Newcastle defense, taking the game back, and PSG now is starting again, trying to trying to attack with the ball, looking for space to exploit at the defense of Newcastle. It's them passing around the defense of the Newcastle right there. Who to pass the ball to? He passes the ball straight into the midfield. Midfield straight, I think, into the center of the attack, looking for how to pass it through, but Newcastle cleared that one, and it's Hakimi trying to restart the attack. It seems Shegun, Newcastle is not looking for a way to attack. They are just defending with their lives.
Yeah, that is one thing there. That is one where I fought there, but you can't really blame them. This is the European Champions League, and you are playing against them like what you call it, team like PSG. And you know what they can do if you are coming out one attack against PSG. It's always the top one. You have a big 15 minutes to go in this game. It's a big 15 minutes of make for them. Let's see if they can defend very well for 15 minutes. But just to say like PSG, you just have to be prayerful that they are waiting just like the way they've seen this season. But we've seen PSG, I just think they expect them to get victory, and they've actually flopped. So let's just hope this is going to be one of those days, I guess, Newcastle. But 1-0 is just like, it's still a slim result, that you can't just go back and defend and feel like you've got it covered. This is not the era of Jose Mourinho packing the box. This is an era of you scoring goals. We even saw Leipzig who have 2 goals up at the moment, and they are not even attacking against Manchester City, but they've considered 2 goals already in this encounter. So Newcastle's need should be very much careful with how they defend, because when you have players like Kylian Mbappe up front, they'll force you to make this mistake that will make you to concede goals in a game like this.
Yeah, you need to at least attack with the ball to at least score one in this game. So a quick rollout of what is happening across Europe right there is Dortmund leading 3-1 at AC Milan. Oh my goodness.
Good. This is
And Leipzig just made it 3-2.
The glass be cancelled, has been chopped up for offside.
And I think VR will check that.
VR will be checking that.
Let's see what VR will do to that goal. Let's see.
Let's
see
see
the
VR be checking that.
it's really an
Oh, I
offside.
think
No, I
that's
think
an
this is a tight score. This is a tight score. I don't really think he was in the offside position.
I think that's an offside. I think that's an offside because the guy that he finished it, but at the point he started.
An offside call from the referee.
Yeah,
You have to look at the Manchester City defense needs to be very much careful right now, because when you are opening up yourself for and giving your opponent this type of opportunity, it's going to come back and hit you hard when you least expect. They have 40 minutes to go in this game, so they need to just defend and attack as much as they want, but they need to be conscious at the back. They've been giving out too many counter-attacking in their central defense. This is unlike Manchester City that we used to know. This is unlike Manchester City we've seen this season. So they need to get that defense.
And that's a good crossing from Bernardo Silva. Yeah. But Julian Alvarez couldn't locate Erling Haaland right there. So it's a good pick for the Leipzig goalkeeper right there at the 78th minute of that encounter. So it's Man City 2, Leipzig 2 at this point in time. And it's still PSG trying to chase that game at home to Newcastle. They've been really unlucky today because you see a lot of chances that they've actually wasted. And that's the hallmark of PSG these days, Shegun.
Yes, that's the hallmark of PSG these days, and they have the stuff to play wherever they find themselves in.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. I said they have themselves to play, be it wherever they find themselves at the end of the day, be it in the Champions League or be it in the Europa League, they have themselves to play. They've not really played like a team that actually wants to win the Champions League. So, this is what you get. It's a game of the biggest teams in Europe. You need to fight all out to get those victories. You need to make utilize all your chances you're creating, and that is the one thing that they knew that PSG in this game. They created a lot of chances. 21 shots already in this game, but you've been unable to utilize just one or two. It shows how poor they've been in this encounter, and they have themselves just to be blamed for being one goal behind against Newcastle. Should they lose this game, I think it's a shame on PSG.
Okay, should they lose the game? It's a shame on PSG. Can I talk to Mr. Solomon right there? Mr. Solomon, I think we have a network each right there. We hope we can reconnect to them as soon as possible. And Bidemi, looking at it, Dortmund is almost home and dry. And if Dortmund win this game, that is more like a confirmation. If it ends like this, so far Dortmund win their game at AC Milan, that's a confirmation that they've qualified for the round of 16. So, leading 3-1, it seems they're home and dry already.
Yeah, they are home and dry. Yeah, at this moment. Dortmund are, wow, good to go.
Oh, I think they are back. I think... Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we are with you.
Yeah. I said before the network ish, I said Dortmund leading now 3-1. If they can win that game, that's safe passage to the round of 16.
Yeah,
It seems your Samuel Chukwueze's goal won't count afterward.
What do you mean by your summer? The still no, it's not really about it not counting, but they can still be a spoiler at the end of the day. A victory here will take Dortmund to 10 points already. It's still going to leave it's going to leave AC Milan rooted to the last spot with just 5 points. A win in the third game for AC Milan will take AC Milan to 8 points. So it's still very much open for the last 3 teams in this group. The 3 of them will have to go down to the wire for that small in this group. So it's not really looking like support love for any of the remaining teams. Anything can still drop in this group. We saw something like that happen last season. I can't remember the group, but we saw something like that happen last season, whereby within 90 minutes we saw the group change about 4 or 5 times until the end of the 90 minutes, where we have 2 unlikely teams qualifying for the round of 16. So it can still happen in this group. Who says Newcastle can go can defeat AC Milan in the last game? Or who says PSG can defeat Borussia Dortmund in the last game? So it's still very much open. Good one for Borussia Dortmund. Taking that, scoring that goal, and it's like a confirmed victory for them already against AC Milan. AC Milan, when you look at AC Milan this season, they've not really looked like the AC Milan of last season or 2 seasons ago. And don't forget Olivier Giroud.
And that was a good chance that PSG squandered there. The cross came into Ousmane Dembele, but couldn't get his touch on target inside the box 6. Can you imagine that?
That just summarized the whole game for what's it called, for PSG. They've been wasteful up front. They've not been able to take their chances. It's just a reminiscence of that game between Nigeria and Lesotho, whereby the Super Eagles created a lot of chances, but they couldn't take it. At the end of the day, they had a to play. I just hope that will be the story for PSG. Because it's not really about this game. It's about when they lose out from the group stage, they will all come back to this game, and this is the game that wants them most. Not if the one they lost in Newcastle, but this specific encounter. It's supposed to support them. It's supposed to bring them to get there. They were supposed to fight it all against Newcastle. When you lose 4-1 in the first leg, we're expecting a big battle from them in second leg, probably like watching what's it called, Newcastle. But yet they've been looking like the cowards on the pitch today, not being able to score 1 out of 27 shots being played in this game. It's so disappointing to see.
And looking at it, if they lose at home today, That means their destiny is no longer in their hands.
Yeah, but this thing won't be in their hands anymore. But let's see. They'll be waiting on results from all the centers to make it in the second
Because
round.
if Dortmund win, if Dortmund win today at San Siro, that will take Dortmund to 10 points. And
Yeah.
PSG already have 6. So it's only 3 points that's available. So if Newcastle can defeat, if Newcastle wins here, they will go to 7 points. And if they can defeat AC Milan the last day, that will be 10 points. So
It's still all can. So it's not like it's guaranteed.
yeah, it's not guaranteed. That's why I said their fate is no longer in their hands.
Like a typical Nigeria, let us permutate for our Super.
Calculator. I don't know if that calculator is still existing in Nigeria because we've used and overused it and kept on using it. You know, every qualifier. You see now, even the World Cup qualifier right now, we are already looking at that calculator. You know,
you guys are used to that, bringing out calculator.
Yeah, that was why I mentioned earlier that Mr. Solomon's boy, Samuel Chukwueze, because I know he's a thick fan of Nigerian.
My God. So, Shebu disclaim Chukwueze and you are bringing it to me. You said Chukwueze is my big boy.
I said Chukwueze is your boy. Yeah, but looking at that goal from Samuel Chukwueze, isn't that special, Mr. Solomon?
No, of course it's special. You know, that's why he has actually registered his name. You know, so even if they win or they lose, at least we know that he tried. He registered his name. He came back from injury and got that goal. I think it's a plus for him. You know, so yeah. It's not a waste. It's not a waste that they won. It's not a waste. It's a blessing to him.
Oh, so far Chukwueze scored. They might go out of the Champions League. You don't mind?
Not that I don't mind, but because it happens that they are going out. But I wish they remain in the Champions League so that Chukwueze will continue to shine. I want him to shine in the house. My brother.
Only if wishes were horses. We hope we might be seeing better days ahead for the Nigerian international on his first season at the Alliance at the San Siro right there. And on our YouTube page, Igor Livingstone says, Prophet is about to talk. 4-3 in favor of Man City. Okay, we'll see. If he go, and the Man City just made it.
Wow, that is Julian Alvarez.
He just made it 3 for Man City. So Man City coming back from the dead to take the lead at the 87th minute of that encounter. Bidemi, now they are leading.
I told you that Pep Guardiola will always change the mind of the game, and now Man City are back in the game now. Right from 2 goals down, that was a good game.
Surprise.
A surprise for him.
And with Man City, you can't read a Solomon. Looking at it, Man City is back in this game and leading again. Can we say it's a Socrates case?
Of course. It's going to be a Socrates case because you don't expect Man City to come from 2 goals down, equalize, and get another goal on top, and you expect them to lose it. It's hard for a situation like this to happen for Manchester City. Wow! And once they get back like that, they always take the day. So
there was just a big chance that Kylian Mbappe just lost right now.
And now, Man City now they are really on the foot. They are front foot now.
Yeah. So it's Man City trying to take the game even to Leipzig with Jeremy Doku on the attack, running into the box. He caught one. He passed the ball to Foden. Foden passed to Rodri. What can they do with the ball? Rodri passed to Lewis. Lewis straight to Bernardo Silva, who tries to take on the player, but sends the pass back to Akanji. Akanji to Nathan Ake. And Solomon.
Before you talk, that prophet that prophesied 4-2 It's like it's prophecy. 4-1, 4-2.
Eh?
The prophet that prophesied that sent you a message.
Yeah, he said 4-3.
4-3. Okay.
Yeah.
That prophet there. Anyway,
What happened to that prophet?
That prophet long. The prophet is long.
Is it a prophecy or prediction? There are two different things.
But he said the prophet now. That is it.
He said he's a prophet. Okay. Let's just see if what he says is prophecy will come to pass. Well, we can see the confirmation of the substitution for Leipzig. Zava is being withdrawn for Kevin, and let's see if they can make positive impact for Leipzig. And that was a long pass from Dembele, but it's corner kick to PSG and taken quickly, crossing to the box, but well blocked by the Newcastle defense. Shegun, Newcastle is not listening to you. They are not attacking.
I think it's already late for them to attack. This is the time they're supposed to defend. I don't know why they are currently attacking against PSG.
They are not attacking. I said they are not listening. They've not listened to you at all.
Yeah, they're not listening because right now they have just 4 more minutes to go into the end of regulation time. So I don't really see any points in them trying to play any attacking football. They prepared well for the past 10 minutes. So let's see if they can finish what they've started. Back to the game between Manchester City and Leicester and Leipzig, sorry, not Leicester City and Leipzig. I was saying that you don't fight off Manchester City even when they are losing 2-0 against that opponent. You just have to take the game against them. Even when you are losing against Manchester City, even you yourself, you will still be scared because you don't know what Pep Guardiola is going to do the next moment or the next minute. And that's what we've seen from that substitution, bringing in Jeremy Doku and Julian Tavares, who have actually been terrific in this game against rbleipzig. Look at Doku. He's always a pleasure to watch. That guy reminds me of a young Eden Hazard at Chelsea. The way he carries and romances the ball is so beautiful. He's a beauty to the eye. And Manchester City have a real gem in their hands. I think right now, Jack Grealish needs to sit up tight and be serious with this game of football, or else he might just, be buying himself a seatbelt on the bench.
Yeah, a seatbelt on the bench right there, and Grealish had a wonderful season last season. And that's a good cross, but into the box. Barcelona couldn't get it on target right there in the game between PSG and Newcastle. It's 8 minutes additional time in that encounter, and the game is beginning to, the fire in that game is beginning to increase. PSG eating up the fire, and Bakola couldn't get his touch on target right there. He miscued that ball, and he looks to himself in disbelief. And it's a frustrating time for Eriksen. You just have to pity the young coach, because Luis Enrique, and they've lost a lot of chances. A quick out of the score line so far. 92nd minute in that encounter between AC Milan and Dortmund. It's Dortmund leading in that one. Dortmund leading 3-1. Dortmund leading 3-1. And also, it's the 2nd minute of additional time in the game between Man City and Leipzig. Is Man City leading 3-2. We are seeing a substitution right there. Vialdo being withdrawn. The former Leipzig player for being withdrawn for Sergio Gomez. Sergio Gomez right there. And it's the 3rd minute of additional time in the game between AC Milan and Dortmund. Is Dortmund leading 3-1. And Barcelona, 3rd minute of additional time. Barcelona leading 2-1. And Feyenoord 1-3 down at home to Atletico de Madrid. And it's PSG 1-0 down, 3rd minute of additional time at home to Newcastle. Young Boys leading 2-0 at home in the 3rd minute of additional time against Red Star Belgrade. And a quick reload of the result earlier today. Lazio won that one at home to Celtic, 2-0, and Shakhtar Donetsk winning that one 1-0 against Antwerp, the Belgian club. And the gaffer, looking at it, actually, it seems Atletico Madrid too is home and dry this season. It seems it's one team that we are not really talking about that are coming down with the fireworks.
Yeah, it's one thing we are not really talking about, but gradually they're beginning to reveal what they have for us this season. Simeone is not the coach that we just underrate. We saw him 3 seasons ago. He was in the semi-final. And this time around, we can see both in the La Liga, where Atletico Madrid they are winning the match back to back. And here today in the Champions League, they have actually recorded a very good result. It will help them to qualify to the next league. I think all eyes should be on Atletico Madrid this season.
Yeah, all eyes should be on Atletico Madrid this season. Straight to you, Bidemi. Barcelona leading 2-1 against Porto. And it seems Barcelona is home and dry.
Barcelona are doing well. I mean, Barcelona did well. That's a good result for Barcelona.
Yeah, that's a good result. That's a good result for Barcelona. Shegun, straight to you right there. Looking at it, Barcelona coming from a goal down, 2-1 up. Can we say Barcelona has arrived?
Yeah, Barcelona, we will not say they have arrived, but I told you earlier on that this game today, Barcelona is going to come back to win this game when they were. Yeah, you see that. No, I no. Hello. Yeah, Mike. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I said Barcelona form has actually dropped. But I think Barcelona was going to win this game. Was that not what I said?
What you said that it looks more like Barcelona might drop a point today. If I'm to paraphrase what you said, that it's not really.
No. You have to. Okay, what you need to do? Look. I actually talked about Barcelona weaknesses, but I said it's Barcelona game to win today.
And in the game between PSG and Newcastle, we can see the referee running towards the VAR to go and look at the screen. There's a potential penalty check. Let's see if the penalty will be given. It is looking at the screen right now. Let's see if that penalty would be given right there, and it's already in the last minute. Oh, that was a pass crossing from Ousmane Dembele.
Actually ball to hand.
It looks like this one will be a difficult one for the referee to judge. Let's see what the referee says. It runs from the screen and it goes, and it's a penalty for PSG. It's a penalty for PSG, and the referee just blew the final whistle in the game between Man City and Leipzig. So it's Man City taking that one 3-2, and it's a penalty for PSG in the dying embers of that fixture. A penalty considered by Livramento, the left back right there.
That's inexperienced confidence. Because I was saying, how long can they defend in this game? How long can you soak that pressure against teams like teams like PSG? Look at the first run that you have what's called Kylian Mbappe, you have what's called the Bele, these are players of runs. How long can you
Kylian Mbappe stays behind the ball, looks at the referee play, and he looks, and he plays it, and it's a goal!
Finally.
It's a goal! PSG are back into that encounter. So it's PSG 1, Newcastle 1 at the last minute of additional time. Let's see how many minutes referee will add to it. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, Man City has qualified. Leipzig has qualified in their group. And look at that penalty. Nick Pope got it, but he lifted that penalty way off Nick Pope. So Nick Pope had no chance right there. So it's game on in that encounter at the Parc des Princes. It's PSG 1, Newcastle 1 in that game. Oh my goodness.
You know,
Wow.
I predicted that. I was predicting that to you that for how long can they soak that pressure against a team like PSG? It's just like you play against Manchester City. You don't know whether you should attack or you don't know whether you should defend. It's always a problem for you when you play against teams that have attackers who have that experience and are full of running. And I think that is what really cost them there. They had this game in the bag, but they threw it out themselves again. And I think at the end of the day, they might just be settling for a full-time draw in this game. But that group is still going down to the wire between the three teams. Every one of them still stand a good chance of making it to the second round, or one of the three of them also still stand a good chance of making it to the Europa League. And I can confidently say that one of these teams, should they make it to the Europa League, might actually be winning the Europa League.
Yeah, they might actually be winning the Europa League. So the fate of PSG is back in their hands, and the referee just ended the game where there is the final whistle in that game. It ended PSG 1, Newcastle 1. Lazio winning that game against Celtic 2-0. Shakhtar Donetsk defeating Antwerp 1-0. AC Milan losing at home 3-1 to Dortmund, and Barcelona winning that one 2-1 against FC Porto. Atletico de Madrid going away at Feyenoord to win 3-1. Man City coming back from 2-0 down to win 3-2 against Leipzig. And the Young Boys winning 2-0 against Red Star Belgrade. Well, it has been a wonderful match day 5 of this Premier League, and the second batch of matches will be played tomorrow. And Shegun and Solomon right there, thanks for joining us on this edition of Watch Along.
It's always a pleasure, Yemi.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure right there. And Bidemi, thanks for joining us on the show. So my name is Afolan Adeyemi. That's the much we can take for our offering for today on the Watch Along edition. And tomorrow we'll be right here. You can join us for another Watch Along show. It promises to be exciting, mind blowing. It promises to be interesting, and you will hear some stuff that you will only enjoy. So from me and my production crew, it's a good night and God bless you.
Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Beningwe. Please don't forget to subscribe.